Constable. This is my second Conversations with Mother.
Nice.
We started this thing because we're like, we have such great models. Don't change. Don't be relaxed.
I know.
I love how we're like talking the whole time, and now all of a sudden it's like official and things are changing. But I love it because I feel like people don't realize how great all of our models are and how different they all are. And Molly is somebody that we absolutely adore because she's one of a kind. She's just the best. So we're just going to talk. That's all it is.
Okay.
We were trying to remember. Okay, so what year was it that we... Do you know what year it was?
2012.
Okay. 2012.
Yeah, because I had just graduated high school.
We've known you that long.
I know, 7 years.
Wow.
It's wild.
Okay, that's so crazy. So, how did you end up... So the way that... So, this was early Instagram.
Yes.
And somehow you liked a picture of one of our models, I guess. And we were sitting in the basement of our house in Wright and Paris in our fancy office in the basement.
Oh, I love that office though. That was like my first idea of an office, so I was like, yeah, this is so
like,
cool.
look at this
Their house
basement.
is so beautiful.
Like, these people are successful. So Jeff sees a picture. He saw a picture of you and he was like, oh my God, look at this girl. So then I was like, she's probably already a model because you were from New York. Not New York City, but you're in New York State. And then I think he DM'd you, and then I got on the phone with you. So you tell it from your perspective because it's kind of crazy how it all happened.
Yeah, it was like, okay, it was when hashtags came out and I was like roaming, I was just looking for ages because I was working at a miniature golf course. And
So you were at work.
I was at work. I was on the clock, baby. I was
Yes.
looking. And
what did you do at the miniature golf course?
I served soft serve ice cream and I handed out colorful golf balls.
Amazing.
And just sat around.
Okay.
It's actually a really fun job.
It would be fun.
All my girlfriends work there too.
Fun. And what was it called? Give a shout out to it.
Bear Creek Landing.
That sounds amazing. Okay, yes.
So, yeah, I liked, I think it was like Kim Fraser's photo or something.
Oh, wow.
And then I saw you guys, so I liked some pictures because it was through a hashtag.
Wow.
And then, yeah, Jeff wrote on my photo and was like, are you a model? And I was like, this guy, who is this guy?
Who is this
funny.
dude? Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened next, but then within like the same hour, you guys were on the phone with me, getting your toes done. And I thought that was like so
Were we
bad.
really?
Yeah, you were getting your toes done.
So funny. We were over at the Wright and Paris nail salon.
Yeah, and then you kind of just told me everything that you had done in the past.
Yes.
Your history. And then my mom was like, isn't that funny, Molly? Good, yeah. But then, yeah, we fact
And then did I talk to your mom?
Yeah, I think
like
you
I had
spoke to my
conversation.
mom.
Because I feel like from the time that we talked the first time until you flying to St. Louis, it was just a few weeks.
Totally.
And you stayed at our house.
Yep. And
we picked you up at the airport and we're like, hey, come stay at our house. And we went to a St. Louis Rams game.
Yep, that was fun.
And then what did we do? You shot. Okay. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Did you shoot in studio or did you go out and shoot on the do I remember?
We shot around like town.
Did that end up being in a live magazine?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, my first memory.
Yes. Yes. Wow. Yeah. And then how long from then until then did we place you in New York?
It was
so
like
fast.
all of a sudden, like I swear I must have come back from St. Louis in the next week. I was, because I think I went to New York in August and I spoke to you guys in July.
Wow.
It was very
We're
quick.
fast, honey. We're fast moving. So, from there, you moved to New York. Talk about what that. Where you're from? State. Tell a little bit about where
Okay,
you're
yeah,
from.
I'm from upstate.
Yes.
It's like a 3-hour drive, not far really.
Mhm.
So at the time I was with an ex-boyfriend, or my ex-boyfriend, and
Oh yeah, we're so
staying
glad
here.
he's an ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So I would drive. I would take the
I
train
remember.
down.
Yes.
I would drive for like an hour to get the train, and
Yeah.
I would take it down all the time. So then I was like, I met this girl at a casting, and everything clicked, and I was like, I need to be in the city immediately. I will do anything it takes. So I met this girl. I forced her to be my friend, and I was like, do you have an extra room in your apartment? She said she did. And I moved in with her. She didn't have an extra room. She didn't.
Yes.
She had a loft that I couldn't stand up in. I couldn't even sit up in it.
Oh, I know those kind
like,
of. It's not. It's. Only
it
in
was
New
a
York.
storage area, and
And
I
she
like
called a room.
yeah, and I like brought my mattress.
And how much did
down.
you pay to be in that
I
room?
paid $1,200.
Shut the front door.
Yep. Oh
that
yeah.
girl was a smart. What's that girl?
I
she has an investment.
yeah. And the best part was I found out like after I think I lived with her for maybe 7 to 9 months.
Yes.
And I found out her mom was paying the rent. So it was like
Wow.
it was like she was just taking $1,200 from me.
Wow.
And I mean I lived in the West Village, and I think that I had a very amazing introduction to New York.
That's
so
good.
I don't regret it. At the time,
Yeah.
it was annoying because I was so broke. That's when I ended up
Yes.
living with Makara on her
Yes.
couch for like a month or two. And
But don't you feel like that's part of what makes this whole thing good is
Totally.
that you go through that. Like there was a period in my life where I slept on my friend's couch, or like our kids, I
Yeah.
think sometimes that's a good, we'll also test how bad do you want this.
yeah, and are you willing to kind of just
Yeah.
take it all and
Yeah.
for what it is, and sacrifice comfort for
Yes.
future?
Yes. So you do that. What were some of your first jobs? Or what was some of your first big things that you look back on?
It's so fun. I always think about this because it's so, like, it's just so embarrassing. I remember Gary had told me, hey, you booked a job for Tom Ford.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, that's great. So he's the owner of Ford Models. He's the owner. And Gary was like, oh no. Oh, go home and do some research. So I was like, sure. And then I find
They're
out
like, oh,
that is
Tom Ford.
Tom Ford.
It's kind of
Tom
a big
Ford.
deal.
Yeah, like, so that was, he shot that for CR Fashion Book.
And this was at the beginning of Sierra Fashion Book.
Yes, I think this was the second.
I think it was the
one.
second.
Second or third. I think it was the second.
I think you're right. It was very early on.
Yeah.
So not many models can say Tom Ford shot me for anything.
Yeah.
So what was that like?
It was really
Do you think it was helpful that you were you freaked out by him or not really?
I think I was freaked out because I never left the country.
Yes.
I had never heard anyone speak French.
Yes.
I had never been in a room full of people that just, like, I think I just
Everything
remember
was
being
new.
like, soak it all in, because people are saying you need to soak it all in, so
Yes.
soak it in.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, why is everyone wearing their sunglasses? Like, what? This is so bizarre.
Bizarre. The experience of that, then did you feel like you could settle in and just be relaxed and
Yeah, I think it and being around the girl that was there, she was a bit older than me, so I just made sure I listened to everything that she, like, all the wisdom she had to give me.
Right.
She was also new, but she was able to speak French and, like, had traveled the world a little bit
Wow.
before starting to model. So I just always thought she was so, like, I just need to be aware of my surroundings, aware of what's going on, and kind and polite to everyone.
Yes. And as things progressed, to talk about some of the other highlight moments, like what have been those moments where you go, wow, like you've shot the cover of a magazine, you've done some other pretty high profile. Talk about that.
I think like shooting with Alistair McClellan was really, really special.
Yes.
I just love his stuff, so that was really cool. Tim Walker, that was, I mean, he's like my favorite in the world. So, and we were recreating my favorite painter, John Curran's, all of his, it was like an ode to John Curran. That was really special to me, and then a few years later, I met Rihanna for her brand, her Savage stuff, and
which is major. Let's soak that in.
Yes, that was special.
And what was great about that?
That was, I think it was great because it was such a creative. Every single time we shot it, it was creative. It wasn't just like throw on the bra, make it look good, and like move on. Like we all got to be ourselves, and it still wasn't like draining.
Right.
It's fun. You laugh all day, and
it's cool.
You can be sexy at the same time.
Right.
And yeah, it's just really fun. Like the set design, everything's just a lot.
And you got to go, and you got to take Jeff. Talk about
Jeff.
This was kind of major.
This was one of my favorite moments of all time because I had always heard about the Diamond Ball, and I just I love the idea of getting dressed up because I never get dressed up, so doing it was fun. You guys hooked me up with a dress.
You looked amazing. Who was it?
Probably.
Yes.
We got the dress. I begged Jeff to go up. I cried and begged. Got my way.
We were talking the other day about that was a good moment that we had.
There was a good moment.
Because you spoke up for yourself, how you were feeling, and I think it was really good for everybody, and honestly, I think it's one of his highlights of everything that he's ever experienced too.
I mean, people thought that he was an African prince. It was
of course they did.
We shot basketball for charity with, who was it? Iman Shumpert? And there was someone else there. Man.
And his biggest moment of the day, the spirit, explain that.
Oh, yes. Aesop Rocky did say that Jeff was his spirit animal.
I know. He will be living that moment. Was that part of our creative business idea?
What?
Did we talk about spirit animal? No.
We did talk about spirit animal, but
that wasn't it. Molly and I one day we're going to take over the world with our entrepreneurial ideas because we're very we have out of the box entrepreneurial random things that hit us. So when we become big on Shark Tank or something, don't be surprised.
Yeah, please don't be surprised.
Because we have things in the works. Like we said, it's kind of like how in the beginning the Kardashians thought of stuff. That's kind of how we are.
New age Kris Jenner right here.
In a much lower level.
And better hair.
And better hair.
Better hair.
And more natural.
Natural baby.
Hello. Mm-hmm. Hello. So, gosh, I feel like there's so much more that we could talk about.
I know.
Constable. We'll have to do another one.
A sequel.
Last minute. Any advice to any aspiring, doesn't even have to be a model, anybody venturing out into the unknown of something that they never thought they could do, or what's a lesson that you've learned, or what would it be? Anything?
Patience. I've learned that from you guys. I think patience, because it's so easy to get wrapped up in things, especially if you're moving so fast.
Yes.
And you see everyone around you moving so fast.
Yes.
That it's hard to ground yourself and realize that their journey is their journey, your journey is yours, and what will be, and you have to enjoy yourself, because I feel like when you're panicked and going, there's like 2 years that I know I just spent panicking and rushing and
remember.
I mean, I sent my body into a whole different tailspin because of it, so I just think that patience is a virtue, that's for sure.
And now you're still here, and now here's what we believe. we believe you haven't even begun everything that you're going to do. So it's good that you've just stuck it out, but you've also had really great things that have happened. And you're young. It's all just getting started.
I am so young.
And after all, you were the prom queen. You were the best clown. You were the most attractive, and there was something else.
Loudest.
And the loudest. That combination, just a matter of time. Thank you for Conversations with Mother, featuring the fantabulous, what's your middle name?
Jane.
Oh yeah, I love that. Molly Jane Constable. Never forget it. Molly Jane Constable. Who won Fashion of the Stars.
Yeah.
Bye.